Frank here from Reaper Air Defense. Apologies for the messy table, but I just needed to show you guys what I've discovered surrounding this hammer spring. So upon our initial review of this Byrna SD, I went all the way in clockwise, and when we gradually, I remember distinctively when we took it out, the screw, with 2 turns, then our FPS and our joule rating marginally increased. But for that wrong advice, I humbly apologize, but what you would want to do is you want to screw this out all the way anti-clockwise. So what it will do is, you see in there, this block pushes against this torsion spring, which in turn store more energy within the torsion springs and increases the distance between the hammer, which I have here. Let me quickly. So what will happen is, the more you wind it in, you'll be increasing this distance, which will adjust your angle all the way back. So as we all know how torsion springs work, is you store energy within these coils and will equate to a harder hammer strike and increase your FPS marginally. So anywhere 7 to 10 to 11 joules, I assume. So I just need to show you guys. So you see here, this block, it's got like a dowel pin, and this dowel pin locates within this hammer assembly here. It's got like a cutout. So let me put it back in there just for visual representation. So when you screw this all the way, so when you screw it anti-clockwise, you're pushing this face against the torsion spring, which brings your hammer all the way back, increasing the distance between the valve. So since I've got this cleared up, so you're asking me, okay, cool, Frank, so what are you actually doing with the Byrna? So unfortunately, I was hoping to have more to show you guys. So I've started drawing up 2 components of the Byrna. So this is my valve. This is my valve pin. So the camera's struggling to focus on that one. Here's the original one. So what I did was, the top part I increased by, I think, 3 to 4 millimeters, and the same here on this end. So unfortunately, before I continue, I kind of misinterpreted my own drawing and I went a little bit under. So this won't seal off, so I can't test this now. So hopefully we'll get a new one manufactured, but we can carry on just for visual representation. So let me just, we'll use this as a dummy for now. Let me quickly pause it. Sorry about that. It's always awkward trying to wrestle with a launcher and working around the camera. Anyhow, so this valve pin always sits within this recess and it never makes contact with the projectile. So this valve pin is designed, whatever it's sticking out here outside of the end cap equates to this recess. So because this is made primarily for pepper balls, so let me quickly show you guys. So what I'm planning to do is, by increasing this, so by increasing my valve pin and intentioning my hammer to maximum, so when I hit this, I'm going to be doing that. And at the same time, when my barrel seals butts up against this valve assembly, the air will push out this ball. I don't care about pepper balls, so the aim will be to kind of convert this into a Umarex bolt, but however, I might make that ball a little bit smaller, but that will be the concept. So whenever the hammer hits the valve, the pin will strike our projectile, and 2 things will happen. We'll strike it and it will use the CO2 to push it out of the barrel. So that is one part of the equation. I'm not even gonna waste my time with the spring because the coils are actually, it's spaced apart sufficiently to compress, so that's fine. So let me quickly show you the barrel, but I'm going to turn off the flash for this one. So here's the Byrna barrel. Very peculiar barrel. Made out of two pieces. It's got the barrel and the barrel. And then it's got a collar that's in there quite tight. And then it's secured with two dowel pins on either side. And they use these dowel pins to actuate the barrel back and forwards. But besides the point, I need to show you guys what's happening with inside the ball. I'll try and focus on that area. I don't know if you can see, but there's plus minus a 0.4 millimeter gap all around the projectile. And this is not normally what I do. It's just to show you how loose it is. Check there. You can actually, it's quite a rattle fit. And I like to have a piston seal within my barrel to keep all of my gas behind a projectile, which equate to higher FPS. But this will be a long-term project, so we will first test out the valve pin to see if it makes a difference, and then we'll move on to the barrel because I don't have time to machine this barrel. I will send it out for manufacturing. So I can understand why the barrel is slightly larger than a projectile, because when you're using paper balls, you don't want to risk rupturing the paper ball within your barrel, and in turn, you kind of, well, it's a self-defense weapon. It's going to be of no use if you peppering yourself. So thank you guys for watching. This is all that we have, and as soon as we make gains or whether it's a fail, I'll try to document my findings